हेलो गाइस। तो मैं आज फिर से द वन बुफे पे चैप्टर आप 5 सिग्मा इवेंट का पेज नंबर 7 पढ़ने जा रहा हूँ। सो स्टार्ट। द समर द स्टॉक मार्केट डिक्लाइन hitting its year's low in June. The two junior buffets saw their stocks decline 30%. Not a day went by when Doris did not pester warn about their loss. So when City Service preferred recovered to $40 per share, he, he sold their holding for a $5 profit to Buffett, changing City Service preferred soon share to $202 a share. After commission, Buffett calculated the had forgotten a profit of over $492 since it had taken him 5 years to save $120. He fingered he had just given up 20 years of work. It was a painful lesson, but ultimately a visual one. Buffett swore that first he lesson but ultimately a variable one. Buffett swore that first the would never again the sidetracked by what he paid for the stock, and second, he would not sell still for small profits. At the wise age of 11, Buffett had already learned one of the most important lessons in investing: patience. More about this circle quality in chapter 7. In 1942, when Buffett was 12th, his father was elected to that U.S. Congress and moved the family to Washington. The change was had won the young boy massive and hopelessly homesick. He was always to return of Omaha for a year to live with the grandfather and Aunt Alice. The following years, 1943, Warren gave Washington another chance, with no friendly broken for frame to hang out in. Gradually, Buffett's interest moved away from the stock market and towards entrepreneurial values. At age 30, 13, he was working to paper routes, delivering the Washington Post and the Washington Times. Hard at Woodrow Wilson High School, he made friends with Danley, who quietly became infatuated with Buffett's enthusiasm, enthusiasm for making money. The two pooled their savings and both re- reconditioned paintball machine for $25. Buffett convinced a local barber to let them put a machine in his shop for half the profits. After the first day of operation, they returned by fine $4 in nickels in their very fast machine. The Wilson coin operated machine company com- company expanded to 7 machines, and soon Buffett was taking home $50 per week. By the time Buffett graduate for high school, his saving from various adverts totaled $9,000. He promptly announced that he saw no reason to go to college, as it would in, interfere with his business's vectors. His father overruled him, and by the fail, Buffett found himself enrolled at the University of Pennsylvania Wharton School of Business and Finance. Despite Wharton's emphasis on business and finances, Buffett was unimpressed with the university, not actually turned on by it. He confused. It it didn't seem like I was learning a lot. The Washington curriculum started the theoric, theoretical aspects of businesses. What interested Buffett were the partic- particles aspects of businesses, how to make money. After 2 years at Washington, 1947-1949, he transferred to the University of Nebraska. He took 14 courses in 1 year and graduated in 1950. He was not yet 20 years old. Back in Omaha, Buffett recognized with the stock market. He started collecting hot tips from Brooks and subscribed to publishing service. He resourced his price charts and studies book on technical analysis. He applied the MCG point and finger system and every other system he could think of, trying to figure out what would work. Then one day, browsing in the local library, he came across a recently published book titled The Intelligent Investor by Benjamin Graham. That he said was like seeing the light. Graham's treatise on investing, including security analysis, 1934, co-writer co-writer with David Dodd, so influenced Buffett that he left Omaha and traveled to New York to study with Graham at the Columbia University Graduate School of Business. Graham perceived the importance of understanding a company's intrinsic value. He valued believed investor who accurately calculate this value and bought share below it in price could be profitable in the market. This mathematical approach approach applied to Buffett's love of numbers. In Graham's class were 20 students. May, may, many were older than Buffett, and survival were working on Wall Street. In the evening, those Wall Street professionals sat in Graham's class discussing which stocks were massively undervalued, and the next day they would be back at work buying the stock analyzed the high before and making money. It was soon clear to everyone that Buffett was the brightest student. He often raised his hand to answer Graham's question before Graham had finished ask it. Bill Will Rons, who later confused the sequence found with sequence fund with risk Kunif was in the same class. He recalled that there was an intrinsic chemistry between Grahams and Buffett, and the rest, rest of the class was primary and audience. सो गाइज आज के लिए बस इतना ही. नेक्स्ट डे 9th पेज पढ़ेंगे. सो गुड बाय.